Let's talk about Saturday night. Ava Cows, 8 rounds in the bag. How was it?
Yeah, do you know what? It was I felt a lot of pressure on myself, I think, with a new change of team and the first time in front of a crowd. I kind of like tensed up. I'm not overly happy with my performance at all, but a lot of inactivity and a lot played a factor in it. And to be fair, it was a tough opponent. So yeah, valuable experience gained again, but obviously I need a lot to work on.
I mean, I know it's only Monday now, but what have you learned already from that?
I learned that I didn't need to think much about my Halloween costume yesterday. That's the start. But no, it was a lot. Like a lot of it I didn't show what I've shown in the gym at all. And it was just one of those things where I had to, get the rust off. And yeah, there's a lot that I can work from that performance. So I'm buzzing to get going by the end of the year again. So yeah, no, it's just a lot to move forward through.
You mentioned obviously the crowd and obviously a new team. Did you feel the pressure going into there, or is it more hindsight?
No, I felt the pressure. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm not really. I don't tend to get a bit nervous at all. I've never been like that, and I just kept. I knew what was on kind of around me, and I did feel the pressure massively.
Do you think you'll go into future fights with a different mindset, knowing you can deal with that pressure?
Yeah, there's positives to take, but now I know, I've started the journey with my new team, one that I'm very confident in. So they kind of got this little messy bit out the way, and the crowd as well, my mum. So yeah, it was a lot to take on.
How's it been in McGuigan's gym?
Do you know what, James? Honestly, like I love going there every day. Like I've been told every few days off, and I'm like, oh, can I come in yet? So it's just a great place to be, being around the boys and the girls, and I'm learning.
It's a massively growing stable, and a lot of youngsters up and coming. Obviously, yourself, Caroline Dubois, you've got the Azim brothers now in there.
Fantastic talent.
A lot of prospects. How exciting is that for you to be going through your career with these guys early on in their career as well?
Yeah, like you say, we've got the more experienced guys. That you got like Lawrence, the world champion. You got Dubois, you got Chris Smith, Robbie, and then you got the new group, us young ones. So we all push each other, and you can take a lot from the older lot. Everyone seems to have the best interest at heart, which is a big factor, and it really feels like a team in there.
You mentioned obviously they're more experienced heads. Your world champion, Coley.
Yeah.
You've got Daniel Dubois, obviously WBA gold champion. Ben Smith, obviously, he's got his, however many titles he's got coming out of his ears now, title belts.
They're big ears as well, aren't they?
I mean, what's it like? What do you guys learn from these more experienced guys? Do you get advice from them and how to deal with pressure, for example?
Yeah, do you know, like you gain, like even when you spar, everyone seems to, you all watch each other and they all give you little tips. And on like the circuits, the sparring, the training, they all push you to do better. So there's no one slacking, and it's playing a big factor. As you can see, the gym's thriving at the minute.
They say success breeds success. Do you feel the new crop, you young guys in there, you're going to just essentially carry on with where the experienced heads are at and pick up titles as well?
Yeah, I think the new group of us coming through it's full of different people, and they're all big characters as well. So we're all in very safe hands, and I feel very lucky that I'm starting so early on in that stable. Like I speak to like the likes of Fowler, Robbie, and they're like, oh, I wish I'd come here sooner. So yeah, I feel like I'm very lucky.
I mentioned obviously Caroline Dubois and Azim brothers, Hassan and Adam. They're all making their debuts. Or Caroline's debut, they're all making their debuts for Boxer and Sky Sports, and also their debuts for McGuigan's gym as well. Just under 3 weeks away now, November 20th. How are they sort of coping with their coming into the spotlight as such?
Oh, do you know what? Those three, Hassan, Adam and Caroline, they're made for the spotlight, and they're such fantastic talents. And I really do believe you're going to see a special night from McGuigan's gym. And yeah, they all of them are going to steal the show. I stand by that. They're great talents.
I mean, for those who don't know or maybe haven't heard of the names, I mean, the amount of amateur titles to those three names is ridiculous.
It is crazy. More than I've had dinners and I can eat, I'm telling you. They are more jersey tops. There's a shout for you. it's coming out their ear holes. It's crazy.
I mean, how exciting is it to witness and train alongside them and be part of their journey as well for you?
Yeah, like I say, like everyone pushes each other. There's no one that kind of we're all on this journey together. It's mad. I've never been in a gym that does back each other like they do. So it's an exciting time for everyone.
I seem to ask this question to every female fighter I speak to, but female fighting is evolving. It's growing and growing. We've spoken just about your gym, yourself and Caroline, but previously there was a lot of not negativity, but there was always a bit of a worry. There's not enough depth to the divisions and things like that. Whereas now with the younger guys coming through, even the amateurs in the English titles, I think that amateurs at the weekend, there's so many young female fighters coming through. How excited are you for the prospect of what the women's division will be like in the next 5-10 years?
Yeah, it's at the beginning when females fight, it'd be the time where you'd be like, come on, let's go for a beer. Whereas now it's like, hang on, I've got to get my beer and sit down and watch this. They're stealing the show every show they're on, and like you say, with the Olympic cycles keep refreshing, and you're going to add to the depth, and it's really sitting up there. And with possibly very soon, it's going to be headliners like they have done, but you're going to see it more apparent. Like Chantel Cameron on the weekend, it was a great fight, and everybody enjoying it and seeing that it's worth the value of the money.
How important is that? Obviously, like you said, Chantel Cameron headlined, Savannah Marshall headlined a few weeks back.
Yeah.
How important is it that women are headlining shows and TV shows as well?
Yeah, speaking volumes to get it on back-to-back weekends. And I think you've got another one with Kayla Myra, haven't you, coming up? So, the more steps, and it's all going in the right direction. Obviously, it's going to take time, and rightly so, but we're definitely on the way up.
Absolutely. I saw a thing on, I think it was Instagram, Eddie put out saying it seems to be a done deal for next year. Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, massive fight.
Nick Conlon and Lee Woods as well. I think it's going to be the double header.
That's been a confirmed purse bid one today by Eddie Hearn. I mean,
big money as well. Payday.
Big money. I mean, again, in terms of that fight alone, Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, if it does happen,
that's a headliner.
I mean, what's that mean for? I mean, how can that fight alone change women's boxing?
Oh, without a doubt. When you tell me to fight, like a fight that I want to see happen, that's the first one that pops in my mind. It's alongside Savannah Marshall and Shield, but it's a dangerous fight for both women, and they're putting everything on the line. And pound for pound, number one position up for grabs. I'd say that it's going to change not just women's boxing, but boxing. That fight, I strongly believe that, and I can't wait to see it happen.
You just mentioned as well there, Claressa Shields, Savannah Marshall seem to be on course to clash. Also, they'll both be on the same card in Birmingham in December. To build again a fight for it against each other next year. Obviously, the amateur rivalry was there. I mean, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Who wins that fight and why?
Who wins it?
Yeah.
Do you know what? It's one of those fights where I'm not going to lie, I am going to sit on the fence and I'm going to get many splinters in the process, but I can see both sides. Do you know what I mean? Like Savannah Marshall, I always say it, for me, I put her up there. I rate Savannah differently. I've never seen a female hit like that or fight the way she does. But then you look at Shields and she's got the same attributes. So it's a hard one, she's fought the better opposition, but Savannah Marshall, she's not put her foot wrong. So who do you think wins the fight? I'm going to flip it.
Oh, no comment. I'm going to throw a few more fight predictions at you. This weekend coming up, Canelo, Caleb Plant, undisputed super.
Canelo. Do you need to finish your sentence?
No hesitation.
He's already 1-0 up, let's be honest.
Well, I mean, what makes him so good, and why?
I'd love to know. I want to know the secret.
What is it? Apparently, well, every time he fights somebody, straight away they're written off. I mean,
Yeah, that is very true. It's just, I just feel like, he seems to be getting better every fight. And when you look at how he's handled everyone, I can't see anyone beating him. I'll be honest. I don't know how heavy he can go, though. That's the question. There's going to be a cap on it. But honestly, I don't see anyone getting near him
I
or
mean,
close to it.
if he does
bold
move the
statement.
light heavy, Beterbiev, Bivol, can they trouble him?
I'll say Beterbiev can. Bivol, I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say so.
And I'm going to throw one last fight prediction at you. It's a fight that potentially will be made. Tyson Fury, Dillian Whyte. There's talks of the WBC, they're going to order as mandatory. Dillian Whyte's been mandatory for about 5 million years. How do you see that?
Benjamin Button of the mandatory position. Who wins?
Yeah.
The Gypsy King.
Yeah.
Gypsy King. Yeah, I think, you know, like, you got to feel for Whyte, how long he has been in that position and obviously what went wrong. But, you know, that it's a very different level there, I believe.
I mean, again, and you mentioned
hopefully don't hear this.
Obviously, you mentioned Canelo being, you know, you don't feel anyone else can beat him the rest of his career. Can anyone beat Tyson Fury? Could Usyk beat Fury?
No, I love Usyk. I'm a massive fan of him. But the sheer size difference, he's freakishly big, you know, and he'll just use his size and everything else, and Usyk cannot beat him.
Perfect. And bring it back round to you to finish off. You sort of briefly mentioned it earlier. See you again back in the ring before the end of the year?
Yeah.
December?
Definitely. December, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna push it. 11th or the 18th?
Not the 18th.
Okay.
Liverpool. I'm gonna be on Liverpool. Yeah. Fantastic Scouser.
And I appreciate your time as always. Again, congratulations
thank you,
on the win. And we'll catch up soon.
Take care, mate. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.